and thank you for tuning in to the final and probably most significant post that I'll be making. This is a reflection about where I am now as an educator and where I'd like to be 5, 10, 15 years from now. I figured that the platform for this would best be just me speaking from my heart. So here we are. Where do I feel I'm at now? So right now I'm feeling confident and ready to start working if, knock on wood, I am hired by my current school site. And I know that there are plenty of challenges ahead, and I know that I'll find myself on days of sheer exhaustion, but I know that I have the grit and the passion in this profession to move forward and continue and be there for myself and my students. As far as student engagement goes, I feel that that is one of my strong suits. I feel it very or relatively easy to connect to my students, and I find that importance in getting to know them as individuals, and I think they really see that, admire it, and respect it. And I hope to continue to be that educator 5, 10, 15 years from now. Um, Class environment and culture. Right now I'm feeling a little bit shaky on classroom environment, just because I don't like to get angry. It's not really my forte. I don't think it suits me well. I feel a little clunky when having to be strict, but I'm getting more and more comfortable with it, and I know that I'm going to develop myself in that arena even more in the next year. Especially 5 years from now, I will most likely have my own techniques and understand what works best for me and be a really effective teacher as far as classroom environment goes. Curriculum and pedagogy. This I'm really interested in. I'm always trying to think of what is the best way to teach this. How can I make my lessons more clear for my students so they understand it? How can I make the purpose clear so they buy into it? And 5, 10, 15 years from now, I hope to be maybe sitting on a board for curriculum writing or giving my advice, suggestions, and I want to read more about this subject really. Um, Assessment. I love giving assessments, and I'm sure if any students find this video for some reason hear that, they're gonna go, ah, Miss Palmer, why? But you know, when we talk about assessments, I'm not talking about A, B, C, D. I'm talking about can you verbalize, intellectualize what we have been talking about in our class? Do you understand the concepts? Do you understand the importance of this novel, etc.? And so a lot of my tests aren't A, B, C, D, but they're more free response, essay based, and done in such a way where I can see that they're understanding the curriculum as well as understanding how it relates to them. And I love using assessment and for my future lesson plans. I don't like to skip ahead if I feel the students aren't ready. So that is where I'm at with assessments. 5 years from now, well, let me just say that I'm planning on doing the online masters. I'm really looking forward to that starting next month. Wow, starting next month. And during this year, I will either be working at my school site as a part-time English teacher, or I will go ahead and substitute teach full-time and dip my toes in the waters of all the different schools and a few different school districts. So either way, I'm going to be teaching, I'm going to be happy and working towards becoming a better educator. One of my favorite quotes is by Abraham Lincoln, and he said, "Whatever you are, be a good one." So I'm looking forward to being a good teacher. um, After the next year, depending on if I get this part-time job at my school site, I'll either continue there if I am happy there and feel supported, grounded, and if I've integrated myself in that community. If I don't feel that it's the right choice for me, or if I'm substitute teaching, then I'll look at jobs within the county, possibly Alpine and Hawaii. Hawaii, I know, needs teachers, and because I have the background of living in Japan, I feel that living in Hawaii would be a good in between of American culture, Japanese culture, and its own unique culture, which is always very intellectually stimulating for me to explore new lands, new people, new cultures, ways of thinking, dance, food, etc. So I can really see myself being happy out there, even if the wage isn't high. I don't need a whole lot in my life. I'll be fulfilled if I'm doing the job I love and see people I love often. So even though I won't be rolling in the dough, I think I'll be really happy, and that's what's most important to me. 5 years from now, I will be fully integrated into whichever school I choose to be at, whether it be the school site I'm at currently or in Hawaii, Alpine. Um, Wherever I land, I want to stay and really integrate myself into that local community. I want to know everyone's names. I want to um, speak with parents and guardians, get to know local restaurants. Like, that is something that really brings me joy. So in 5 years, I hope to be a part of this school and larger community. 10 years, possibly by 10, I can see myself either continuing teaching or branching out to maybe getting a SPED credential, admin credential, or writing curriculum. Who knows if I really enjoy that. In 15 years, it's really hard to say. I just hope, well, I'm going to cross that out because of the person I know I am. I know by 15 years I will be in a place where I feel sophisticated as an educator. Maybe I could be a guide teacher. That would be cool. Um, Possibly helping future educators, and really just be an educator who cares so much for her students, community, staff members, and can leave sort of a sense of pride in her and those around her. Thank you for watching, and thank you for teaching me. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you so much. Bye.